Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. So, jumping right into the numbers, in the past week in the Hudson County MLS, 109 properties have gone under contract, meaning they have offers that have been accepted on them. They had an average listing price of $937,994 and a median list price of $689,000. They were on the market for an average of 40 days, and the median days in the market was 25 days. So average days in the market up a little bit since last week, and the average sales price went up a lot since last week. So jumping into the different towns on what has stood out to me that's sold. In Hoboken, you had a unit at 1100 Maxwell Lane. This is phase 3 of Maxwell Place, built around 2012 or so. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,293 square feet, listed for $1,700,000, $1.7 million, on the market for 14 days. And this has got under contract at Maxwell Place. The unit was on the courtyard and it had this private outdoor space here. And right now, as I mentioned in previous videos, 3-bedroom units are in very high demand, and especially on the waterfront area. And this unit did sell in under 2 weeks at Maxwell Place. And once it closes, I'll be happy to share the final sales price. Looking also in Hoboken, I saw that there was a 1-bedroom at 2 Constitution Court, which is really the first quote-unquote luxury condo building in Hoboken that was built on the waterfront. And this is located in the Shipyard Complex on 14th Street. This is unit 1212, listed for $799,000, on the market for 5 days. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 802 square foot unit on the 12th floor. So this is located in the Shipyard Complex, which is made up of several different high-rises. This is the only condominium located in this community. The rest of the buildings in the development are exclusive rental buildings that were built by Applied/Iron State Development. So this building here is 2 Constitution Court, and this is the unit on the courtyard with a view of Midtown. This unit across the way is the North Constitution. That's an exclusive rental building, as well as many of the other buildings that surround this building in this community. So most of the buildings here are rentals, except for 2 Constitution Court. If you go outside the Shipyard, you have like Maxwell Place, which are condos, as well as 1425 Hudson and 1400 Hudson. Those are not technically part of the Shipyard, but 2 Constitution Court is part of the Shipyard. And this unit has gone under contract. Building was built in 2000. Looks like this has been updated with newer floors. Kitchen looks original to me from the photos from when the project was built. It's a concierge building. It does have a fitness center on site and located very close to the ferry, which is mere minutes away from the building. So that's gone under contract. Let me see here. In downtown Jersey City, studio at 151 Bay Street, unit 2301, listed for $660,000, on the market for 83 days. It's 606 square feet. 151 Bay is the newest building by Toll Brothers, and this is actually a resale property. So someone purchased this and they resold it. Building was just finished. They started closing here in the early summer. And this is a high-rise building, concierge, doorman, outdoor pool, lots of amenities, fitness center, residence lounge. There's a public theater, arts theater on the ground level that's part of it's a community give back from the developer to the city. So the developer built this for the city of Jersey City as part of the approval of the development. And this is located right not far from Grove Street, near the right across from 10 Provost, which is another building that the same developer built, Toll Brothers. But this is a studio. As you can see here, the bedroom set up over here. Looks like this unit faced north towards Newport Center Mall. And this has gone under contract at 151 Bay. And the developer still has some units that they're selling there. Building was, as I mentioned, just finished over the summer. and that listed for 660. Also in downtown Jersey City, there were a few units that went under contract at Gulls Cove. This is located at 201 Marin Boulevard. This unit is 1401, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1464 square foot unit, listed for $1,224,000, on the market for 7 days. In Gulls Cove, located in the Liberty Harbor North section of downtown Jersey City, not far from Grove Street Path, developed by Metro Homes, and built in 2 different phases, starting around 2004, 2005, and then again around 2013, 2012. They built the second phase, which was much smaller in unit size. But this is located right by the light rail in the Liberty Harbor North section, has parking, concierge, fitness center. There's also a residence lounge area off the lobby. It's a popular building in the area, steel and concrete construction. So this unit under contract at Gulls Cove. Another one went under contract here, another 2-bedroom unit, 1314, 2-bed, 2-bath, a little bit smaller, 1,101 square feet, listed for $1,050,000, and this one went under contract as well. And this is also in phase 1 development. Phase 2 has a different look in the kitchen, more contemporary. So this one went under contract as well. And as I mentioned, when both of these properties end up closing, we'll find out what they sold for, and we'll be able to publish the final sales prices. And down below, I'll link to pages from my website, Living on the Hudson, where I profile all the communities I'm mentioning here, where you can see other units that might be for sale or that have sold, to get a sense of the market in those buildings. In looking through the list here, over in West New York, this is Grandview 1, 22 Avenue of Port Imperial, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,386 square feet, listed for $869, on the market for 25 days. So this is located in the Port Imperial section of West New York, developed by K. Avnanian around 2004, 2005. And this is a 2-bed, 2-bath on the courtyard of the building. So this is overlooking the other side of the building, and you can see a sliver view of New York City here coming out of the window. This building, concierge building, has an outdoor pool, residence lounge, fitness center, as well as I think there's a game room area. Very nice building. Ferry to New York, not far from here. And the bus to New York City is right across the street on River Road. So very convenient building. And in this community, you have several other condominium complexes in the Port Imperial section, including 9 on the Hudson and Grandview number 2, which is building 20 Avenue at Port Imperial. So that went under contract, listed for $869. And finally, I saw a unit over at Jacobs Ferry in West New York, 390 Kingston Court, listed for $1,050,000, on the market for 57 days. This is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath, 1,872 square foot townhome. And I've talked about this complex over the last few weeks. This is the townhome community that's on the West New York and Guttenberg border. Again, developed by K. Avnanian, who built the previous development in West New York. They developed this property in the 1990s, starting around the mid-90s, finishing around 2000. There's around 10 or 11 different layouts in this community, ranging from about 1,200 square feet up to over 4,000 square feet. And this property has gone under contract here. The nice thing about this community is most of the properties come with a garage parking spot for 1 car, as well as a driveway spot. Amenity-wise, it's a little bit less on the amenity side than other communities in the area. They have an outdoor pool. They do not have any sort of residence lounge or fitness center. They actually have 2 outdoor pools. And the shuttle to the New York waterway comes through the community as well. And the bus to River Road is bus to New York City on River Road is right across the street. So if you like space, want more square footage, this community offers that when you compare it against like the previous community over in West New York. The more larger scale condominium buildings where you have a concierge, fitness center, elevators, those tend to be smaller versus the townhomes. So townhome community, Jacobs Ferry and Bulls Ferry in West New York, they do offer larger square footage usually for the dollar. Looking through some of the solds, In Hoboken at 1450 Washington Street, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 783 square foot unit listed for 750, and it's sold for 750. 12 days in the market. I don't have interior photos. I actually saw this unit when it was in the market. It was on the courtyard of the building, and it did not come with parking. And it was on the market 12 days. It was a cash offer, and it sold for full price, $750,000. In downtown Jersey City, 205 10th Street, Unit 6P, listed for $819. It sold for $840. This is the Park Hamilton building over near Hamilton Park, developed in the late 80s. It was a factory originally that they built an extension on the top of the roof. Concierge building. Some of the units do have this outdoor space here. And being that part of the building was originally a factory, some of the units have very high ceilings. This looks more like it's part of the extension of the building, where it's more of a contemporary design versus the loft units, which are on the lower floors. The building does have outdoor parking. Not everyone gets parking. There's an outdoor lot right next to it. And that's sold over asking for $840, 5 days on the market. Downtown Jersey City, 15 Warren Street. This is the Pier House building in Paul's Hook. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,135 square feet, listed for $1,100,000. It's sold for $1,125,000. So it's sold over asking at the Pier House. And this unit here, it looks like it overlooked the marina. And this was built in 2000. So it had slight water view and parking for one car. The building is a concierge building, has an outdoor pool in the courtyard, as well as a fitness center. And it's located right next to the ferry to New York and not that far from Grove Street Path, as well as Exchange Place Path. And that's sold $25,000 over asking at 15 Warren, the Pier House. Finally, over in Weehawken, you had 1000 Avenue at Port Imperial. This is the Avenue Collection, the first phase of the Avenue Collection. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 17 days in the market. This is 1,392 square feet, listed for $1,150,000. It's sold over asking for $1,223,000. This development was developed by Lennar, and it looks like this had a water view, as well as a terrace. This is, again, a concierge building. They have a residence club, residence lounge, fitness center, game room area, 24-hour concierge as well. And it's located right near the ferry to New York. So the ferry terminal is about a block away over here in Weehawken. West New York is right over here. So it's on the Weehawken, West New York border. But this is a Weehawken building. And again, developed by Lennar. It's built in 2 different phases. Building 1000 was phase 1, which is over here. The entrance to the building's on the side right here. And right next door to the right is building number 2, 1200 Avenue at Port Imperial, which is the Avenue Collection phase 2. So that's sold at the Avenue Collection, over asking for $1,223,000. As far as news articles, there hasn't been too much local news stories with regards to development or projects coming up. But CNBC profiled that the mortgage rates did go up last week because the jobs number came in hotter than expected, as they say. So more jobs are created. Mortgage rates tend, to my understanding, follow the 10-year bond. So with the job rate coming in better, that it caused the 10-year bond rate to cause interest rates to go up a little bit. So we did see rates fall the last few weeks, and then they came a little bit back up. So I'll link this down below. If you have any questions about mortgage lending, I have several lenders I could refer to you if you ever want to speak with someone. But it's always good to see how rates fluctuate week to week. These videos come out every Monday. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. You can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. And all the buildings and articles will be linked down below in the video. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.